I'm here with Jim Arrington, the oldest pro bodybuilder in the Guinness Book of World Records, and we are standing in the area where the second Gold's Gym was located. Obviously this whole block was torn down and rebuilt, but this is pretty much where it was. And I didn't even know there was a second Gold's Gym. I thought the original Gold's Gym and then the one where it's at now in Venice. But Jim Arrington was saying, no, there was a second one. That the newest one in Venice is actually the third one. And Jim's you've been a member of all three of them. Right on. So you have any stories about this second Gold's Gym over here in Santa Monica?
There was a guy, a real skinny kid, that came from someplace, and he said, told everybody that he was going to be Joe Weider's next big star. And so they put some, get a drink.
Yeah.
And he wanted to prove it by putting about 400 pounds on a squat rack, and of course he just crumbled under it. That happened. I wasn't there when that happened, but then he was wanting to he was asking Arnold about posing. So Arnold.
And Arnold. So Arnold was at this gym too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was working there. And so what happened is that somebody said, go get some of that special posing oil from back there. So they brought out some special posing oil, which was just motor oil, and they smeared it all over the guy, and then Arnold showed him how to pose, and he had him crossing his legs when he was doing his double bicep for some reason, and it was just a real pathetic guy. It was just a joke, and everybody had a laugh on it. But that was one of the memories I have from here. Another one.
And let me stop you before you tell the second story, Jim. So when did the first Gold's Gym close down? Do you know the idea when that closed down and then when this one opened?
Well, it was around 1979.
Okay, and then this one opened.
Yeah, this one. All this stuff was happening in 1980.
And how long was this Gold's Gym here, the second one, do you think?
I don't know how long it's been open, because I built my gym and went and started training. But what happened, there was a weightlifter, the guy that was, doing Olympic lifts. A little guy he had come out here, I don't know where he came from. But I remember him saying that, I asked him, why do you lift, compete with the Olympic lifts? And he says, well, I'd like to see my name in the paper. And I thought to myself, well, if that's what you'll never be great. And of course, that was a year that President Carter canceled the Olympics for our Olympic team. So we never know what happened. Right.
Okay, so that was 1980, yeah, right.
1980.
Okay. Now, like I said, we look around this whole area in Santa Monica now has obviously been rebuilt from back in the 80s, and like I said, like everything is, as you see, is literally just all modernized. And you just have a dentist across the street from here?
Yeah.
Right on. And then, like I said, so this was the second Gold's Gym, and like I didn't know there was even such thing as a second Gold's Gym in this area. I thought.
Now, when you say a second gym, that doesn't mean a second. What? There's one gym.
Oh yeah, well this was the second location after the first one closed of the original, yeah. And then so this one I don't know the history of Gold's Gyms. I'm sure we can find out online, but I wonder, so after this one probably closed and they opened the new one, how soon after that did they just start franchising them out? I'm wondering, yeah. So I'd be curious to know that. But like I said, like Jim pointed out, so the first one we were at earlier in another video, you know, was the original. This is this area right here. Obviously, the gym itself is not here because these are new buildings. Everything was struck down. And also, Jim was telling me that next door to the, which would have been right about somewhere right about there, was about 2 doors down, was the Pussycat Theater.
Right, the first erotic type theater.
First erotic type theater in the, yeah. And what were they showing at the time that you remember?
I don't know. I never
Did you tell me there was one film they had that was had the line?
Deep Throat.
Yeah, Deep Throat. Were they showing that there? Oh.
I guess they showed it just about.
Okay, but Jim's saying he's never been to the Pussycat Theater. He's been by it.
I didn't say that.
Oh, he didn't say it. Okay. Well, we're not.
I didn't see Deep Throat.
Okay, he didn't see Deep Throat there. Okay, so, but that's, like I said, that's what part of the whole rejuvenation and cleaning up process they did on this whole street is they obviously the theater is gone, and now we have this Core Power Yoga right here. We got a McDonald's on the corner, and then we got a couple other buildings. I don't know what they are, and you have apartments behind them. But this is obviously a big tourist attraction because we're not too far. We're literally probably about 2 blocks away from the Santa Monica Pier, which I'll show you. But it was just, I thought it'd be interesting for Jim to take us to the original second Gold's Gym after the first one had closed.
Right.
Right on, Big Jim. Well, we appreciate it. Now, like I said, on this block that they had the second Gold's Gym, we see the McDonald's on the corner. And like I said, we're about 2 blocks away, well, about a block away actually, from the entrance of the Santa Monica Pier. And it's really amazing if you look at the history of Santa Monica and Venice. It seems like this was the birthplace of bodybuilding because they had all the events were around this area, the Muscle Beaches, the Gold's Gym, the World's Gym, and obviously Arnold came here and made it bigger than it ever was.
MrYorkieLoverFitness.com